Hello everybody, welcome to the Tube. A lot is going on. Here's our lineup. Things are not too bright for Ashley Madison, facing huge lawsuits. Things are very cool for Israel's own Sensibo as they begin shipping. Things are experimental for Microsoft with their new cover keyboard. Things are starting to get some brains into your bike with Smart Halo. And things are dismal as Banksy invites you to his gloomy Dismaland. Let's go, go, go! It's time once again to check in on the ongoing story of the Ashley Madison hack. TLDR, the news is not good. Two individuals associated with the leak of Ashley Madison customer details are reported to have taken their lives. That's according to police in Canada. The police in Toronto gave no further information about the deaths. In the meantime, Ashley Madison's Canadian parent company, Avid Life Media, is offering a 500,000 Canadian dollar reward for information on the hackers. The company is offering the money in the wake of at least 2 upcoming class action lawsuits against it. 8 people across the US who registered to use Ashley Madison are suing the website for negligence, breach of contract, and privacy violations, while failing to take responsible steps to protect the security of its users. $578 million are demanded in compensation. We'll keep updating as the story unfolds, and it will. A year ago, we introduced you to a small but promising startup here in Tel Aviv called Sensibo. They were raising money with crowdfunding for their truly cool product. It's a device that can make most air conditioners, even old ones, into smart ACs. Ever since raising their money, Sensibo has been hailed as a good example of crowdfunding done right, gathering fans for the small transmitter that can help you fall in love again with your antique air conditioner. Now they are ready to ship the Sensibo to their many Kickstarter supporters, and the cool dream becomes a hot reality. So we thought we'd check with them again, but first, here's their very funny crowdfunding video.
I'd like to take a brief moment and explain how Sensibo is installed. Oh look, here's the team behind Sensibo. Engineers, designers, visionaries. They've invested years of their lives in this product, not only to make your life more comfortable, but also because of a green agenda. Not that. The other green. Yes, Sensible reduces the energy your AC uses by an average of 40%, making it good for the planet and for your electricity bill. Personally, I don't care about Earth, but if it doesn't bother me, I don't mind letting it exist. Live in a rented apartment? Sensibo can be moved from AC to AC. Here's how. Sensibo even works with your 20-year-old remote-controlled AC, because an old dog can learn new tricks. Fetch.
Yep, it's a good video. With us in the studio is Ran Roth, CTO and co-founder of Sensibo. Good evening.
Good evening.
So it's been a year since you've been here. What have you been up to there in your offices?
So a year ago, when we launched the campaign, basically Sensibo was just a dream. We had a vision, and now we're seeing the start of the fruits of these seeds that we planted. So we've been very busy developing the product. Doing everything that's related to development and then to manufacturing. We're manufacturing the product actually here in Israel. And then all the operation of the logistic operations of sending it to the users and testing it. And I can say today that Sensibo is installed and used by thousands, which is something I'm personally very proud of. So yeah, we've been busy, and the product has been getting a lot of feedbacks. Most of them were very good, and we're incorporating everything to make Sensibo awesome.
With the successful crowdfunding campaigns, I'm always curious, what happens when many people buy it and suddenly you have to manufacture it in larger masses than you expected? I mean, how many people pre-bought the Sensibo?
So we're talking about almost 3,000 orders that we had from pre-orders. Yeah, it was difficult, and we moved from manufacturing 10 and then working on the problems to 100 and then to hundreds and then to all the quantity.
Yeah, what's the difference between, you know, preparing a gadget and becoming a company that actually sells it?
So yeah, we're now strengthening a lot our sales and marketing, and we're working a lot on the business development. Actually, we have just launched our product together with Electra, which is Israel's largest AC manufacturer, and we're selling it under Sensibo and Electra Smart, which is co-branded, and you can order it either by calling them or going to our website. So yeah, definitely we have a lot of marketing and sales efforts, but I want to say that Sensibo is an ongoing product. It's not through yet. We're going to keep updating the apps and the devices to make it even more awesome than it is today.
You know, how can you compete in this market globally while sitting here in Israel?
So I think Israel is a pretty good place to be. I think there is a great entrepreneurship environment here. Of course, it means a lot of traveling around the world, but I'd say Israel is a pretty good spot. So
I would agree. Let's talk a little bit about the campaign. We talk a lot about crowdfunding campaigns here on the show, and yours was and is a very successful campaign. Many websites and blogs even talked about it. Why do you think your campaign got so much attention? What did you do right there?
So one thing is the video, which, you know, thanks to Truss and his guys, was a great success. But I think, you know, I've seen a lot of campaigns, and I think in the end of the day, you need a great product and to solve some pain people have. And I think Sensibo fits in that. So I think it's a combination of both a good campaign and a good product.
Okay, you brought the product itself here to the studio. So what am I seeing in front of me?
So this is actually the box.
The box,
yes. Which is also something that you have to think about.
Yes.
And that is the Sensibo that you place on the air conditioner. And you need one hub, one Sensibo hub for the house. So you connect that to your home router. So we've been seeing users install it themselves. It takes about 2 minutes. And we've been getting very good feedback about the installation process. So that was something we invested a lot, and I'm glad to see that it came out well.
And if I go now to your website, how much will that cost me, this pleasure of making my AC smart?
So in Israel, we're selling together with Electra, and it's $7.99 for the first air conditioner, because you need also the smart hub, and then for each additional one, shekels. Yeah, yes. And for each additional one, it's $4.99.
Okay.
And also from outside you can order, and then it's in dollars, and it's just changing now. So just go to the website and you'll still get the pre-order prices.
And what you said you're going to improve the app and everything to remain awesome, but how do you keep all the attention you got in the future? I mean, what are your plans to have people still caring and noticing?
Yeah, so basically Sensibo is not just you know, one pony's trick. Okay, we definitely we have a vision of how smart home and the IoT are going to change the world, and we think that there is a great opportunity to do that and to demonstrate it with the air conditioners. But definitely we have a lot of plans, and some of them are just now in execution, and I hope I'll have things to say next year.
Yeah, well, I hope so too. We'll be more than happy to invite you next year with your next success story. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Microsoft is doing some great things with its Surface tablet. Too bad not a lot of people care, but that doesn't stop the company from experimenting with the device. One such experiment out of the Microsoft Applied Science group shows a cover that integrates a touch-sensitive e-ink display built into the keyboard area. Called the display cover, it sports a physical keyboard and an ultra-thin e-ink display used to display live tiles below the screen without draining battery life. It allows gesture interaction directly on the e-ink display, such as zoom, pan, and rotate. Keep doing a good job, Microsoft. Someone will notice you eventually. Let's stay with keyboards for a bit. Don't they feel a bit old school? So a new company called Senso wants to change that and bring Force Touch to your computer. The company is launching a Kickstarter campaign today for what's essentially a gigantic version of the MacBook's Force Touch trackpad. What makes it even more interesting is that Senso's trackpad doesn't have to look like a flat slab. It can also transform into other input devices. It's similar in size to an iPad mini and is supposed to have 20,000 pressure sensors. You can use it as it is, and you can put any other keyboard on it with what Senso call overlays, thin covers that transform it into a computer keyboard, a DJ controller, a piano keyboard, and, well, a lot of other things. Here is their Kickstarter pitch. Use the Force.
Our first product looks like a trackpad, but we've actually packed 20,000 sensor elements into this form factor. Each of these sensor elements can detect the full range of forces that human hands are capable of. That means that when you touch this device, we can tell not only where your fingers are, but also how hard each one is pressing. We're precise and accurate enough to even detect bristles from this paintbrush. Because we sense force, we can detect touches through any flexible material. We've started developing these three-dimensional tactile overlays that, when placed on top of the morph, change the device into any type of interface you can imagine. The overlays include magnets, making them easy to swap in and out, and software inside the morph automatically changes modes based on the overlay. You can connect it to your computer with a USB cable, and it can even talk to your tablet or phone via built-in Bluetooth.
We believe this product will dramatically change the way people interact with technology, and we reached out to a few of our friends to see what they would create with a Senso morph.
Using GPS from your smartphone and reading maps on its small screen while riding your bike is not always the safest way to navigate around busy cities. Luckily, a new device called Smart Halo by CycleLabs can provide safe city navigation, allowing you to concentrate on the more important tasks at hand, such as the road ahead. The Smart Halo attaches to the handlebars of any normal bicycle and, once paired with your smartphone, acts as a visual navigation guide complete with turn-by-turn signaling. What Smart Halo does is provide a dead simple green lighting prompt, allowing you to keep the handset in your pocket as you follow the color-coded navigation guides on the device. Any bike can be a smart bike. Here's how it works.
Smart Halo isn't just another bike accessory. In fact, it's not meant to be removed after each ride. It installs permanently on your handlebar and pairs with your smartphone to turn your bike into a smart bike and provide a biking experience like no other.
Smart Halo's design philosophy has always been centered on simplicity. Biking in cities can be a challenge, so we've made sure our device was simple yet smart. How? By reducing its interface to its simplest possible form, a circle. This luminous halo allows us to communicate an impressive amount of information. Smart Halo finds the quickest, safest routes and bike paths for you to make your ride a stress-free experience. Just input the destination in our app, tuck your phone safely in your pocket, and let Smart Halo take care of the rest.
Smart. Now, you may have heard by now about Disneyland, that's Banksy's new amusement park that is anything but amusing. Now Banksy released online a commercial for his new ride, so grab your kids and go to Banksys Playground. It's fun, fun, fun.
Is there something missing in your life? Do you need to get out more? Then stop what you're doing and come to the happiest place on earth. This is a theme park like no other.
Yep, looks amazing. And that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new show on the tube. i24news.tv. That's our website. Log on. And before we say goodbye, let's finish up with a dream many geeks have. That's riding the streets like Mario. So Corridor Digital YouTube channel decided to make the dream a reality with a skateboard. It's lovely. Too bad we can't play like that in real life. Goodbye.